And good morning, people. Welcome back to Digimon Story Cyber Sleuth. Hopefully, can't guarantee it because I haven't listened to it, but my sound quality is very much improved. But anyways, welcome back. We're still very much digitized. We are looking for our body, basically. And from the sounds of it, we've got to go back where we pretty much left it in the digital world, which means we've got to go to where we faced that eater on our first escape, you could say. I now do have a few extra no, not that one. A few extra Digimon. I've got a Botamon, a Punimon, and a Pabumon, as well as my Palmon. I've been going over the Digivolution things a little bit, and if we go to it, Digivolve, De-Digivolve. From the looks of it, the only thing that's stopping me from Digivolving is the fact that I have not discovered this Digimon. While Digivolving further along the lines, I need specific things. So, if I wanted to make my Palmon stronger as just a Palmon, I don't need to really worry about Digivolving, but it might be worth, if I ever discover this Digimon, to de-Digivolve it, then level it up a bit, then revert it back to a Palmon, which will give me more levels, which will let me get into some of the higher ones. Because, say for this one, I think it's Togemon, level 16. The max my Digimon can get up to is level 15 at the moment. I cannot get to that. So de-Digivolving is going to be very important to getting up to some of the higher tier Digimon, the ultimate and the mega level, I'm guessing. The other thing I need to wonder about is when I converted this Botamon, Pabumon and Punimon, it disappeared from my scan data. Does that mean I can scan them again to convert another one? And if that's the case, is there any point to not waiting until I get 200 scan rate on a certain Digimon if I'm going to make use of it? Because more scan rate gives it better abilities, better stats, better higher level threshold, from what I can guess. The only reason I can think of getting it before 200 is, say, if I want it to de-Digivolve a certain Digimon, and I need that particular Digimon to do so. Say if I've got an Agumon, I can then I can make a Koromon now. It's at 125%. I can then de-Digivolve my Agumon into a Koromon and then work that from that. Because if I was to return to data, I would get 100% back straight up. So that's how I'm feeling. Thinking this Digibank and the digivolving and digiconverting is going to work out for me. Right now, there's not really any point to not converting Digimon when they're at 200%, because I only have 4 Digimon at the moment. I've still got a Digifarm. I've still got a few more spaces in my party to fill up. So potentially I'm going to have to do some jigging around with my party with the Digimon I'm going to convert, but not right now. Anyways, that was my thoughts while just between parts while I was at work. My best thoughts usually come while I'm working. For now though, let's go and get our body, shall we? So do we understand the Digilab? Use it carefully to further interactions with Digimon. This is going to be a very important place. We are going to have to come back multiple times. And a small token for us. Again, more data being added to us. We've received a hacking skill. Hacking skills shine in combination with Digimon use, but are dangerous if used for unscrupulous hacking purposes. Now we can use how we use the skills is up to us, but so we shouldn't forget that. And we can deepen our special ties with Digimon. Live with them, share joys and sadness, and grow together. Pretty much the power of friendship thing that Digimon seems to like to preach a lot. Connection jump, she doesn't know about. It's like a hacking skill, but different. It's more of a connection skill, connecting us between 2 different ports, such as the real world and the digital world. So we've received some hacking skills. When on the field, we can press the square button to open the hacking menu. Various abilities of the Digimon. To use a skill, the Digimon in your party must meet certain conditions, and we can check the conditions of the skill on the Digivice. And we get to use the special exit. Nice. Next time, go to an access point. Okay. So what are access points? Access points are communication devices that use the flow of the digital web. They are reference points in the digital network to connect locations everywhere. The half-cyber protagonist, us in other words, can use connection jump to move from here to Eden or the Digilab. There are 2 types of access points. There's the ones in the real world that can connect to Eden or the Digilab, or the ones in Eden which can only access the digital laboratory. So assuming, and we have to log out from Eden to get back to the real world. But we can use this to go back to the lab at any point, and this seems to be a logout point. But we can't leave because, well, we're still in our half-cyber form. Anyway, device. Oh, it's in player, isn't it? Hacking skill. We've been given a number of them. We've got 4 levels of wall crack. they each require certain conditions, like they said. For the level 1 wall, all we need is at least one Digimon, which should be the Palmon at this point. Or the other Digimon that you might have picked up. Level 2 requires 4 or more Digimon, which are Rookie or better. I can't do that at the moment, since I've only got one Digimon at Rookie. I've got 3 others, but they are all basic Digimon, just hatch, so yeah, I can't go through them. Red Firewalls, level 3, for Digimon which are Champion or better. And for level 4 for Firewalls, which will be Purple, Ultimate or better. There's Code Scan, which is analyzes and locks encrypted data. So I must have a data type Digimon. Copy paste characteristics of a data plate, and I must have a vaccine. There's high security, which I'm assuming is even higher levels of wall crack. One Digimon or Ultimate or better. Or level 2, which is actually high security reduces encounters. Okay. High security level 2 requires a Mega or better Digimon. And high security level 3 eliminates the encounters altogether, and I must have 5 Digimon which are Mega level or better. Well, who would take us on with 5 Megas? Function Call increases encounters. There must be a 3 type Digimon, so neither vaccine, data, or virus. A Function Call level 2 forces encounters as with foes in areas with encounters, so I can use it and get into a battle immediately. So a 3 Digimon which is Rookie or better. And there we go. And that's all we've got at the moment. We're likely to get some more. We are fledgling hackers after all. So currently I believe I've got a data Digimon in Palmon. Or is it a vaccine? It is a data. So yeah, and the basic Digimon are all 3 types. So because they've got nothing that they've just been born, they've got nothing to distinguish themselves yet. Anyways, we are now back in the park. Can't remember what it's called. But we can now actually get past this wall. We can eliminate secure firewalls that block the way and continue progress. This skill has different levels depending on the resilience of the firewall. This one is a level 1, so all we need is 1 Digimon. So we go up to it, we have the icon which is the square, and we can choose what we want to use. The ones that we can use are basically not greyed out, so they're in full colour, full white, not grey like this. I'm pretty sure there we can't use that. So wall crack. So with the Digimon help, we can now go through this door or this firewall and move on and get back to the area where we lost our body. And Kyoko. Where did we wander off to? Well, we went to a lab after your last conversation with us. And apparently she's acquainted with this Mirai. Okay. Where did they meet up? For there to have been a natural progression where you would meet her. Okay. And we've got the craziest luck. I'm pretty sure that's a compliment to Mirai. I'm sure that she is happy that we met up with her. Probably because of what the Digimon lab can give us. And yeah, we've already broken through the firewall, so we've already done your little tutorial before you even saying it. So on to the next thing. Scan the area around the entrance to Kowloon and marked key junk data sites. Junk data will serve as your body parts. Why are we picking up random bits of data? Can't we just get the body itself? It's something of a stopgap measure, okay. And it's not a perfect solution. So searching for body parts isn't as hard as defeating 48 demons now, is it? I'm sure that's a reference to a game somewhere, but think of it as an emergency measure. I look forward to meeting you in your normal body. Okay. I'm assuming we're picking up this data just to make sure the data that we are doesn't get corroded or lost. It's just a shell to cover it. You could say. But Digiline, this is a tool for communicating with people who aren't in the same place. Phone, email, pretty much exactly the same. You'll receive messages from your friends and Digimon in the Digifarms. If a notification appears in the bottom right of your screen, click the touchpad button to check your received messages. Okay. You should also reply to your messages when you receive one that needs a reply. So we've got a message. Digiline. Nothing from the Digifarm since I don't have anything there, and Kyoko's been added as a friend, and nothing on other. So this one is marked with a reply, so we can select the reply of got it. Okay, and done. Simple enough. I'm sure that's going to get a bit more complex in our replies a bit later. Anyway, moving on, let's go pick up some data. That's a puzzle piece. I'm guessing we just pick it up and get into a fight with a couple of Koromon. Okay, register to field guide. Scan data of new Digimon will be collected and the Digimon will be registered to the field guide on your Digivice. At the Digilab you can digiconvert and browse detailed data by making friends with Digimon through Digivolution or De-Digivolution. Okay, so I only get the data when I've actually converted them. Fair enough. But a couple of Koromon, this isn't going to be too difficult. I've got a Palmon who can defeat them easily enough. And even my little basic Digimon can do a bit of damage. One thing I can definitely note there though, I only got 8 experience, so having 4 Digimon in the party has reduced the experience significantly. Mostly because it's split, it seems now. So I need to remember that for as I'm leveling my Digimon up. But we've got an avatar part. Okay, so continuing on, I guess. Anything else around? Enemies? Ah, there we go. This Pabumon, I've got one in my party at the moment, and that was one that was 200%, and that definitely went up to 30. So yes, I can get multiple if I get the data again. Very important, because basic Digimon are very few and far between. There's only, I believe, 5, if I counted the spaces correctly on the field guide. And the amount of Digimon they can branch out to is absolutely ridiculous. I believe the field guide has a total of 249 Digimon that you can register in this game. And they all revert, if you go all the way, back to the basics. Back to the Pabumon, back to the Botamon, the Punimon. So having plenty of these basics could be useful. So level up, nice. Let's close that. Don't really need anything. There's the only skill they learn at the moment is bubble, so there's nothing too special about that. Oh, some more data. That's a lot of Digimon actually. Digimon all have types and attributes. Each have their own ability, their own affinity. Digimon's type can be marked in the upper left part of the stats, and its attribute is displayed by the colour. During target selection, good affinity was shown with a red target ring and bad with a blue target ring. Consider affinities when choosing who to attack. So if it's a blue ring, it's good. If it's a red ring, not so good. There are also 4 attributes: virus, vaccine, data, and free. And I was thinking this on the way home actually. Virus beats data, data beats vaccine, vaccine beats virus. That is definitely the way round I was thinking it. And vice versa. But if there are 3 Digimon, they get no benefits or detrimental when going against any of the other 3. So attacking a type with good affinity does double damage, and with a type with bad affinity does only half. Okay. Attacks of good attributes inflict 1.5 normal damage. Okay. Attacks using skills reflect the attribute of said skill. Not sure what they mean by that, but fire beats plant, plant beats water, water beats fire, electric beats wind, wind beats earth, earth beats electric. Light and dark are basically weak against each other, and neutral has no relation to any of them. So all very important things to sort of make note of. So Palmon is not very effective against the Biomon, very effective against the Gotsumon. Actually, that's normal effectiveness because that's white, and very effective against the Syakomon. So that's the one I first want to take out with it. That only did 0.75 damage though. That was odd. Okay. Wow, that was a critical. So this one's got to be 2.5. No, that did double. Did I get it wrong? Is it red that's good and blue that's bad? Bit confused. So Botamon's got another level, Punimon's got another level, Pabramon's got another level. And we've got another avatar part. Oh, and Digiline. Okay, and guess you get a reply to a okay. What was I wanting to look at? Yes, I think this was it. No, field guide, that's it. Right, so you are definitely only going to get bubbles, bubbles. Okay, okay, so you go into a Koromon, you go into Sunomon, I have no idea. Okay. Trying to figure out what I was actually thinking about before the Digi thing come along, Digiline. Was it something? No, it was the tutorial, that's it. I was going to check that types and attributes. Good affinity is shown with a red target ring, bad affinity with a blue. So yes, I did get it reversed. Okay. So if it's red, that's good affinity. If it's blue, bad. Right. I know for future reference. I'm assuming you're not going to let me through, because that's just a level 1 firewall. so I can easily get through it. It's just I don't have him in the way yet. And I've now got 100% on Koromon. Nice. I think I'll be able. No, I think I will actually go and do that sometime. But let's pick up a few more pieces first. Okay. Oh, another tutorial of status abnormalities. Abnormal statuses have unique effects such as draining HP per turn or altering stats. Well, obviously for poison, draining HP per turn. All status abnormalities are undone at the end of battle, so end the battle, everything's gone. So, confused, I can't control the Digimon, attacks at random targets. Paralysed, can't move for a set period. Sleep, can't move. Stun reduces speed and puts the Digimon lower in the timeline action order. Poisoned reduces health at the end of turn. Amount lost increases over time. So if you don't finish the battle quick, you will take more and more damage each turn from poison. Dot changes into a sprite, becomes unable to use skills, but you can still attack. Bug reverses type affinity, so I'm assuming if it's... Oh, so basically if it's a vaccine, it'll do more damage to a data than a virus, and such with the in the triangle. Stat changes have increased attack, or such as increased attack or lower defense. Continue for 5 turns. Activating the same stat change during this period will reset the turn count to 5 and stack the effect. So so if I did attack up and then 3 turns later I do another attack up, it will put the turn count out back to 5 turns, and I will have 2 attack ups available on the Digimon. So the effect of 2. If I then waited 4 more turns and did another one, it'd go back to 5 and I would have 3 attack ups. But that's the same with stat downs as well. I'm assuming they counter each other, so if you did a attack up while you had an attack down on, it will put it back to 0. But let's finish this fight, so we get rid of that poison. And that's our 3rd avatar part. So I'm going to go around and pick up a few more Digimon scans because I've got the Koromon now. I think I want to get the Tsunemon up to 200% if I can find some, and the rest of the baby Digimon up to 200, so I can get a couple more of those. And then when we come back, we'll continue collecting avatar parts. Until then, have a wonderful day, have lots of fun, goodbye.